Bounce to first, fair ball. Goldschmidt has it. And the Cubs go 1, 2, 3 for the first time today. Off to the fifth. It is 3-0.
You're watching Cubs baseball on NBC Sports Chicago, presented by OneTrust.
Before opening day, the crew at T-Mobile Park made countless calls, getting everything ready for baseball. A trucker used his GPS to make sure the new signs got there in time. And the grounds crew sent 17 texts to double-check every detail. But when the sun set, they put down their phones and gave the game to the people who loved it most.
Hey, we need to conference you in now.
Alan, is that you?
You know who it is.
What? Alan.
Yeah.
Reception.
That's the noise you're making with your mouth.
You need to enunciate. I can't hear you.
I know you can hear me. You owe me.
With XT4 technology, make your escape, whatever it takes. Rise above with XT4 and the uncompromising Cadillac SUVs.
Technology should be simple. Simple to connect with, easy to talk to.
Hey, BMW, where can I park?
And a joy to drive. Don't be driven by technology, drive it. The all-new BMW 3 Series. Test drive the all-new 2019 BMW 3 Series and receive exceptional offers.
Hey fans, stay connected to the Cubs with all the speed, coverage, and control you need with Xfinity X5. This is beyond Wi-Fi. This is X5. Cubs lead 3-0. 2.5 behind the first place Cardinals. Starting play this afternoon. Jose Martinez will lead off the fifth. Martinez, pretty good story. He did not make his MLB debut until his 11th pro season. Minor league time with the White Sox, the Braves, the Royals, and the Cardinals before he got here. He was 30 years old.
The Cardinals got him from the Royals for cash.
Norm?
Green. Hard cold.
He grounds out. One away.
31 of those 41 pitches that Hendricks has thrown are strikes. He has thrown strike one to 12 of 13.
John Lester, along with two relievers, Alan Webster and Dylan Maples, combined on a one-hit shutout Wednesday in Seattle. The 0-1, too close to Molina.
And the only game the Cubs lost on the road trip was the opener in Arizona. That was the game Kyle started. Diamondbacks ambushed him early, knocked him around.
Swing and a miss on a changeup.
That was a dandy. And that hand comes flying through there. Hitter sees fastball. Walking down a flight of steps and looking for that stare that isn't there.
That is a bad feeling. I average about 1.3 of those per week. Back to Hendricks. 2 down.
That's why we moved into a high-rise. You know, and he scares to deal with anymore.
It's those darn iPhones. Not paying any attention to where I'm going. I was walking back from the ballpark the other night in Seattle to the team hotel, and I almost walked directly into a tree.
What are you reading about? Out-of-town scores?
I think I was, yes, I was. Well, I would like to tell you that, but we were on the West Coast, so all the games were over. I was probably texting someone about my Instagram page that I had posted from Facebook. Hendricks through 5 has given up 1 hit and no runs, and the Cubs lead St. Louis 3-0.
Technology should be simple. Simple to connect with, easy to talk to.
Hey, BMW, where can I park?
And a joy to drive. Don't be driven by technology, drive it. The all-new BMW 3 Series. Lease the all-new 2019 BMW 3 Series.
Crisp beer with refreshing lemonade flavor. Take back summer with Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy.
Dare to shop the Jared semi-annual sale. It's our best sale of the season, featuring 20% off select diamonds. Dare to be devoted, only at Jared.
My experience with USA Air has been excellent. They really appreciate the military family, and it really shows.
With all that USA offers, why go with anybody else? We know their rates are good. We know that they're always going to take care of us.
It was an instant savings, and I should have changed a long time ago.
It was funny because when we would call another insurance company, they would say, oh, we can't be USAA.
We're the Weber family.
We're the Tennies.
We're the Hells, and we're USAA members for life.
Get your USAA auto insurance quote today.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan with a Cubs studio update. Which side of the bat flip debate are you on? Mine? Let's show some style, some flair and panache. Or David DeJesus? Let's be vanilla. We'll discuss bat flips and hear from Joe Madden and Kyle Hendricks on Cubs Postgame Live right after the final out. Now back to the main men, Len and JD, boys.
Cap, thank you. Congrats on your extension. And you can follow our Cubs insiders on NBCSportsChicago.com. Presented by Nationwide agent Jeff Vukovich. And enjoy getting to know Vuk as much as you do the jingle. Nationwide is on your side. Flaherty slings one in there for a strike on Hendricks.
Kids out there in his Pirate jersey going, my dad said the Pirates are in town at the beginning of May. So I ordered the tickets.
Well, when called on it, Dad said, you didn't say what town. They are in town.
They're somewhere.
Pirates are actually in their hometown. As Hendricks strikes out. 8 for Flaherty.
Yeah, well, he had that little hiccup in the third, 2 walks and then 1 big swing, and that's the difference in the ballgame. Other than that, he's been lights out. That's one way, if you wanted to get attention, or if you needed somebody to find you in the ballpark when it's Cubs Cardinals, wear a bright yellow Pirate uniform. Well, maybe not the whole uniform. The jersey would suffice.
Oh, and 1 on Descalzo. Long-time Cardinal, and he lines out to Colton Wong. First 5 years of his big league career. in a St. Louis uniform. Now Bryant for the third time. Nice to see Joe Castiglione and Josh Lewin at the ballpark. The Red Sox radio broadcasters. They're playing the White Sox tonight on the south side. Cubs go quickly in the fifth, leading 3-0.
Life is just as powerful as the Lexus RX. As many safety features as the RX. The new Lexus RX has met its match.
If they're talking about you, you must be doing something right. Experience the style, craftsmanship, and technology that have made the RX the leading luxury SUV of all time. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
May 11th, live from Allstate Arena, Michael Chandler puts the lightweight title on the line against Patricio Pitbull, and Jake Hager returns to the Bellator cage. Bellator MMA, live May 11th from Allstate Arena. Tickets available now at Ticketmaster.com.
This is the story of John Smith. Not this John Smith. Or this John Smith. Or any of the other hundreds of John Smiths that are Humana Medicare Advantage members. No, it's this John Smith, who we paired with a Humana team member to help address his own specific health needs. At Humana, we take a personal approach to your health to provide care that's just as unique as you are, no matter what your name is.
I have one kid in each branch of the military, but I'm Command Central.
Why Elaine chose Verizon.
It's so important to us that Verizon is supporting military families. When I have a child deployed, having a reliable network means everything. So when I get a video chat and I get to see their face, it's the best thing in the world. And I've earned every one of these gray hairs. Military moms, we serve too.
The network more people rely on gives you more, like military plans with a special price on unlimited, $100 per line when you switch, and one of our best phones when you buy another. That's Verizon.
Fan Cam brought to you by Shiner Bach. This is Shiner Country.
Pitches total between the two starters were thrown in the fifth inning. So Hendricks will face Bader, Flaherty, and Carpenter in the sixth.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through a play-by-play of this game. So don't hold me to this, but it looks like 10 plate appearances by the Cardinals today have ended in 2 pitches or fewer. They've been in swing mode against the professor.
Shallow center. Here's Hayward. He's got to play it on a hop. So Bader with a base hit. Now a word from Jim Beam.
While America celebrated the fall of Prohibition, Jim Beam didn't raise a single glass. He wanted his first drink to be of his own bourbon. He didn't have much money, but he did have a few friends, people who were raised the right way. Over 120 days, they rebuilt the distillery. And while their names might not be on our bottle, it's because of them we can raise this bourbon today. Jim Beam, raised right.
They've got Bader picked off. Still in the rundown. Tagged out by Descalzo. Big mistake on the bases by Bader. They haven't had many. And he's eliminated.
Now in a situation where Flaherty's up there probably to bunt, Bader's trying to get the jump there on first move, so maybe they weren't going to have him bunt. Maybe they're going to try to steal the base and then bunt him over to third. But either way, he went too early hung out to dry. Not the most efficient rundown, but ultimately they get the job done.
Almost the entire infield got a touch on that pickoff play. And we know Hendricks has a great move to first. And a strike to Flaherty. So that will go down as a caught stealing, I believe, for Bader.
Yeah, and it may be that the Cardinals have had the conversation because Rizzo is, again, so aggressive defending bunts. They might have told, especially a speed guy like Bader, look, if he leaves early to go defend a bunt, take off. But that was a little premature if that's what he was thinking. So Anthony's still holding there. He's starting to creep a little bit. Too far from shore.
And Flaherty dumps one toward left. It's caught by Schwarber. Looked like that one might get in, but Schwarber with a sliding grab.
This is Hendricks at his finest here today. Strike one, pounding the zone, inducing weak contact, and getting solid help from his defenders.
Two retired. Here's Carpenter. JD mentioned his struggles against Hendricks. 0 for 3 here today.
These guys must have tickets to the White Sox game tonight.
7 for 40 lifetime.
TripAdvisor named us the best airline in North America because we do everything differently on purpose. For one purpose, you. You're the reason we fly to 100 destinations and why we don't charge you fees to change your flight or check 2 bags. You. Over 134 million of you chose to fly Southwest last year. That's what matters most to us.
I'm Ken Jacobus, and I switched to the Spark Cash Card from Capital One. I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. And last year, I earned $36,000 in cash back, which I used to offer health insurance to my employees. What's in your wallet?
30 seconds of awesome.
Presented by Thomas Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram.
Awesome. Totally awesome.
And for a totally awesome car and truck buying experience, head to Thomas Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Highland.
Enjoy upfront pricing, a 3-day exchange policy, and a lifetime loyalty program.
Awesome. Plus, Thomas Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram has commission-free salespeople and a no-pressure environment.
Find your perfect vehicle at Thomas Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Highland and online at thomascdj.com. Awesome.
I'm Ryan Sandberg. I started losing my hair about 10 years ago. I saw Restore on billboards. Brian Urlacher, of course, made me feel like this is something I really wanted to do. Look at this old dude here. I was very excited about the Restore method. There's no pain, there's no stitches. Having hair takes me back to my younger years. I'm Ryan Sandberg, and I chose Restore.
Call 800-260-6262 now for your free consultation and get a $500 discount. That's 800-260-6262.
Cubs lead 3-0 on Anthony Rizzo's 3rd inning home run. And StatCast AI is powered by AWS. Wind blowing in, so you're never quite sure on a towering fly like that, but it got out. And he leads off the Cubs 6th, already 2 for 2. 1-0. Wide. 2 balls, no strikes. Don't know how this game will go ultimately. But if Flaherty should go 6 or 7 and take the loss. I don't know if you had many games like this, but you know, where you pitch really well, but you just have that one bad sequence.
Yeah, that and stay awake at night and it gnaws at you.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Yeah, especially when everything else goes so well. It's one thing to go out there and just be off your game and get knocked around a little bit. But when you feel good, you come out of the bullpen, ball's jumping out of your hand, you're hitting spots, you got good action on the breaking ball, everything that you need to do as a pitcher is working.
That deflects off the glove of Goldschmidt. And Rizzo has his 3rd hit. So if you're Flaherty, that guy's giving you nightmares tonight.
Yeah, and for Flaherty, and it's for me, it's the walks in advance of the Rizzo home run that'll keep him awake. I don't know if it'll keep him awake or not, but it would trouble me. That would be the thing that I would most fret over.
Leadoff man aboard. Baez has struck out twice. Short lead by Anthony, held by Goldschmidt. And off the end of the bat, foul to first. Happy 33rd birthday, George Michael, big Cub fan from Tucson, Arizona, was here today. I don't know if his nickname is the Sports Machine.
I would think. Hit the button, George.
Let's go to the videotape. No, that wasn't him, was it?
He hit that button.
Warner Wolf, yes. He was the hit the button? Okay. Warner said, let's go to the videotape. $34,978 here at Wrigley Field today. One, two.
Looks like Molina wants another one.
Called strike 3. 9 for Flaherty.
That's just great work right there. After the slider, they busted a 96-mile-an-hour fastball over the outer third. And he had to respect that slide ball. Couldn't pull the trigger on the heater. Great sequencing.
He's not close to his career high. Flaherty had 13 strikeouts in 2 different games last season. Most recently June 22nd in Milwaukee. Pause at the set. Now the pitch. Home run swing came up empty.
Javi, 3 punch outs and 3 trips. Contreras facing the same fate here if he doesn't make a little contact against his hard throwing right-hander.
Well, middle of the order. Baez, Contreras, Zobrist. 6 combined strikeouts, and Contreras down 0-2. Takes a slider low. Only game going on in the big leagues right now. Everything else later tonight. Brewers host the Mets. That's a Mets and Woodruff pitching matchup. Reds host the Giants. Pirates host the A's in interleague action, and Chris Sale still looking for his first win. And that game right here on NBC Sports Chicago at 7 o'clock. Reynaldo Lopez goes for the White Sox. Can't just say the Sox. It's Red Sox, White Sox tonight. Inside for a ball. Boston 14-18, 4th place in the American League East. White Sox are a game under 500, 3rd place in the Central.
Well, apparently the Red Sox have, I don't know if they've banned it, but they're not playing Fortnite in the clubhouse as much as they were before. Okay. So they're getting serious now. Apparently that was becoming an issue.
Giovanni Gallegos up in the Cardinal pen. Runner was on the move, and a flare base hit. Rizzo on his way to 3rd. And the Cubs have runners at the corners with only 1 out for Ben Zobrist. Let's check in once again with Kelly Crow.
Yeah, Ben Zobrist here with a chance to get something done, guys, and he spent last night his off day at Club 400, a really cool event. All of the proceeds benefiting the family of Deputy Jacob Keltner, who was killed in the line of duty. But Ben spending a lot of time signing autographs, taking pictures, did a Q&A with the fans, and I thought it was pretty funny. He was asked about the David Bodie situation. He said, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been working through some things, and it got a pretty good laugh. But he also said the strangest thing he's ever autographed, guys, shoes. So that speaks to Ben Zobrist, and certainly made the most of his evening off.
Yeah, that's actually not that odd, right? To sign shoes.
Well, they took them off their feet, Lynn, and handed them right over. So they kind of
they were wearing them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should have clarified.
Want to know on Ben? He's got the old school shoes on today.
Better to sign the shoes than the feet.
Yeah, I'd be a little hesitant to sign feet.
He does so much great work, and he's out after every home game. You'll see him out beyond the dugout signing autographs for an extended period of time. It doesn't matter what's going on with the weather.
Popped up back of the infield. It is a shortstop DeYoung, and Rizzo will stay put at 3rd. So it will be left up to Kyle Schwarber.
Speaking of shoes, right next door to us is Timmy McCarver. Did I ever tell you the McCarver, or did you ever have Tim tell you? It's even better. The Kevin Bass shoe story?
No.
We're playing the Mets in the '86 LCS, And Timmy Mack is interviewing Kevin Bass for a pregame show. And Kevin looks down, and Mack's got these really good shoes on. And Kevin says, what size feet do you have? And McCarver tells him. And Bass says, can I have your shoes? There's more.
That's pretty good already. So what does Tim do?
Tim says, well, and Kevin was really funny. He said, well, if you do your Sammy Davis impersonation, I'll give you my shoes. So Kevin did, and Tim did. And he thought for sure KB was joking. He left with his shoes, and McCarver had to do the game with those shoes.
That is awesome. He should have asked for a pair of spikes. Inside corner strike, 1-1. Two and one on Kyle Schwarber. Make it 3-1.
So decision time to Flaherty. For Flaherty here, how aggressive does he want to be with a slugger on a 3-1 count? Pretty aggressive. Nice to have elevated 94 in your back pocket.
Season high with the 109 pitches. So this will.
It's funny. He's got a lot of mannerisms out there that back in the day would have people in the other dugout screaming at him, flipping the ball around, and kind of this devil-may-care vibe that he gives off.
That's fascinating. I didn't really notice. Yeah, but you know, other guys do that.
Yeah, he does it a lot.
Darvish does it.
Yeah, he did it. And I get a kick out of it, but like I said, back in the day, because it was the day, kind of the old school mentality. Guys would be screaming at him. And we liked it.
Bases loaded. Schwarber walks. That might be it. Bullpen doors open. And Mike Schilt will take the ball from his starter. 3-0 Cubs. We're back in a moment.
Sloane Stephens went from top 1,000 to tennis superstar in less than a year.
What's my secret?
Your secret weapon for fast-acting, powerful pain relief. BioFreeze. Cool the pain.
Winning teams need rookies and veterans. Take Benny's. Harold just turned 97 and has been on the job since the 1960s. Rookie Nate is in his 20s. Both are on the Benny's team, here to help you celebrate the best times of your life.
I'll tweet that.
Tracker Boats. They're the world's #1 selling fishing boats for some powerful reasons. Check them out at your nearest Tracker Boats dealer, and you'll see why. Tracker's Revolution hull offers a ride so smooth it's guaranteed. And Tracker boats are backed by the best factory warranty in aluminum boats, well equipped and ready to fish. Now get a $1,000 gift card with purchase of a Tracker Pro Team 175 TXW at select Bass Pro Shops, Cabela's, and other fine dealers.
It's Ace's biggest grill event of the year.
the best time to buy a grill from our exclusive lineup of premium brands.
Plus, come join us this Saturday at our Neighborhood Barbecue Fest. Enjoy great grilling demonstrations and more at your local Ace.
Check out the latest exclusive grills from top brands like Weber and Traeger. Get free assembly and free delivery on grills $3.99 and up, plus free fuel.
Don't miss the biggest grill event of the year. Happening now, only at Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back. The Cubs offer special programs designed for your future Cub, from Kids Sundays at Wrigley Field to Clark's Crew and baseball summer camps throughout Chicagoland. There are many ways to build lifelong Cub memories with your kids. Visit Cubs.com/kids to learn all about our Cub Kids offerings.
This call to the bullpen is brought to you by BioFreeze, the fast-acting, powerful pain relief the Cubs use to feel no limits. Right-hander Giovanni Gallegos, a former Yankee, 6'2", 210.
Yeah, doing a nice job with the Cardinals. This is his 10th appearance for the big club this year, a 3.48 ERA. The strikeout numbers grab your attention. 10 1/3. He has punched out 18.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. The pitch to Jason Hayward is in there for a strike.
He likes a slider. Fastball that up to 94-ish.
Fastball on the inside edge. Rizzo started the inning with a single. Contreras with 1 out moved him to third. Schwarber with 2 gone took a walk, and that ended Jack Flaherty's afternoon.
You got good action on that fastball down at 95. Gallegos is from Mexico.
Has the sign from Molina. That is 1-2. Is hit in the air, shallow left field. 3 Cardinals in the area. Foul ground. It's caught by the shortstop, DeYoung. Cubs leave the bases loaded. Lead the game 3-0 as we head to the 7th.
When it comes to value, you can't beat Infinity of Hoffman Estates. Enjoy the luxury, performance, and technology you'll only find in an Infinity. Take advantage of 0% APR financing for 72 months on all 2019 QX80s. Or take to the road in 2019 Q50 Lux with all-wheel drive for only $339 per month. Watch the value add up with our complimentary works perks, including lifetime car washes. Infinity of Hoffman Estates on Gulf Road, a Motorworks company. Welcome to the circle.
A fearless offer deserves a fearless performance. Action!
Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month plus 4 free smartphones when you switch.
Now jump!
Cut?
Jump!
Lunch?
No! Jump!
Is this a lunch order?
Jump!
Ooh, do they have chimichangas?
They say patience is a virtue. I don't believe it. That's why when I want wine, spirits, and beer delivered to my door in an hour, I count on Binny's Beverage Depot. Visit Binny's.com for details. Binny's, hustling for you.
We're finally back out in our yard, but so are they.
Scott's Turf Builder Triple Action. It kills weeds, prevents crabgrass, and feeds so grass can thrive. Guaranteed.
Our backyard is back.
This is a Scott's yard.
My name is Bailey, and this is Ethan. Go! That isn't getting any easier.
That isn't getting any easier.
This is CJ, the greatest addition to our pack.
Daddy.
I could tell my time was coming to an end.
When you come back the next time, take care of CJ.
I promise. I was back, and I would be there for CJ. I don't have all the answers, but I know we end up where we're meant to be.
A Dog's Journey, rated PG.
Hey, welcome back from the field to your fingertips. Be a part of the action. Download the My Teams app by NBC Sports. It's the perfect app for Cubs authentic fans. Stream games and get unique content you won't find anywhere else. Download today.
Today's a big day. If you have Netflix, the debut of The Last Summer, a romantic comedy, and a lot of it was shot here at Wrigley Field, and one of the stars is with us, Tyler Posey. How are you, Tyler?
Buddy. I'm good, man. How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too, man.
And welcome,
JD. How you doing, buddy?
Welcome back to Wrigley Field. What was that experience like, shooting scenes here in this iconic ballpark?
It was the coolest thing that's ever happened to me, man. I played third base. I went out for a pop fly, went over my head, jumped into the stands, flipped over the railing, landed on a girl with a hot dog, got mustard all over her. It was the coolest part of acting.
Paul Goldschmidt leads off the seventh and takes a curve low. So you play Ricky Santos.
That's right, yeah. Third base for the Cubbies. Yeah, babe.
Interesting last name, Santos. So Ron Santo, the great Cub, Hall of Famer, and longtime broadcaster. So I like that.
It was an homage.
The little tip of the cap to Ronnie, yeah.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Nice. Fantastic.
Absolutely,
Nice.
we had to, you know.
Yeah. So tell us about the movie.
The movie's great, man. It's a cute little rom-com on Netflix. It's about when teenagers are on the transition period from being teenagers to like young adults and figuring out what they want to do for the rest of their lives. And some girl breaks up with her boyfriend and then meets me by me falling into her lap over a pop fly. And
you're the bad guy.
That's it.
You're
yeah.
the bad guy.
I'm the bad guy in the movie.
The bad guy ball player.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
It's perfect, man. It was great. I had so much fun. It was such a pleasure being here and working on Wrigley Field. Like nobody was here. You know, it was like our own stadium for a night.
Yeah. When did you shoot? When did
it was I think in June. Last year.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Line to Descalso for out number 2.
Beauty. That Rizzo homer was great.
Yeah, that's the hit of the game so far.
I was very happy to be here for that.
There's Ozuna with 2 outs. Who's singing with you today?
We've got Halston Sage and Jacob Lattimore, my co-stars in the film. Great actors, great people. They're very excited. They're nervous. We're all nervous.
That's okay. Just low and slow.
Low and
nice
slow.
and slow.
I'm going to speed through it all.
I always tell the first-time singers, even if you sing it slow, it's about a 30-second song,
Absolutely,
so you want to soak up the atmosphere.
Absolutely. Gary, the organ guy, was telling me that some people speed through the organ before it's even...
Yeah. He'll lead you, and you have about 35,000 people helping you, too.
That's great. We're going to need it. I threw out the first pitch today, too.
How was that? Yeah,
oh, dude, it was great.
Fun?
So much fun, man.
Ground ball.
There we go.
Is up with it. He's got time, and the throw in time, and Rizzo stayed on the bag. And it is time for the 7th inning stretch. It is brought to you by St. Xavier University.
Today's guest conductors for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, cast members from The Last Summer.
Here we go, Chicago. Let's go. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Hey, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. What? I don't care if I ever get back. Let me root for the. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
The 7th inning stretch is presented by St. Xavier University, where success meets purpose.
Calling all doers, the ones who roll up their sleeves and get things done. Where others see obstacles, you draw inspiration. When others settle for the status quo, you advocate for change.
Hello friends, it's Colleen, and welcome to St. Xavier.
If purpose and passion drive you, join us. Together, we'll forge the path to a brighter tomorrow.
Nobody beats our prices at Menards, so you can save big money from your landscaping to your lawn. Get a clean edge around your landscaping with Mastermark Terrace Board Lawn Edging, featuring a textured wood grain only $12.99. Keep your lawn weed-free and green with Forever Green Weed and Feed. It controls a wide range of weeds with one application. A 32-pound bag covers 10,000 square feet, $11.99 after rebate. Plus, a Menards gift card is perfect for Mother's Day.
Save big money at Menards.
Kyle Hendricks leading off the bottom of the 7th. That's almost always a great sign. Well, I look forward to The Last Summer.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Netflix. The 0-2 from Gallegos, and he strikes him out.
This Sunday is ALS Awareness Night, presented by Orange Theory Fitness. All patrons who purchase tickets through the Cubs special ticket offers page will receive a Cubs and Orange Theory water bottle. A portion of net proceeds benefit Augie's Quest. For more information, visit Cubs.com/special ticket offers.
Hey, how about this note? After Matt Carpenter struck out to lead off the game, the last 21 consecutive Cardinal batters have put the ball in play, and only 2 had hits.
Yeah. And so the strikeout to start the game. He hasn't walked in. I don't know that there's been a 3-ball count. Did he go to 3 balls on Carpenter?
He went 0-2 to 3-2 on somebody.
Yeah.
But that might have been it. And it speaks to the batting average on balls in play kind of coming back to earth, and a lot of quality pitches, right? So soft contact.
Yeah.
Few line outs, but for the most part missing the barrel.
It gives you that comfortable offer. You know, guys don't go to the batter's box, you know, intimidated because, you know, he's not a guy that throws 98 miles per hour. They feel hitterish when they go up there, and he takes advantage of their aggressive nature.
Scalzo strikes out. That's 2 in a row now for Gallegos. And he brings up Bryant. A nice play to end the top of this inning on defense.
Well, that's the other piece of it too. Working quickly, ball in play. Guys are active on the field. More likely to make a play for you.
Cardinals were unable to even really ponder a challenge to see if Rizzo had taken his foot off first base, because they lost their challenge earlier. Hooked into the left field corner, and it'll get to the wall as Bryant has a double. Time to look it in. And let's see. I think he kept his toe on the bag.
Mentioned earlier, the quality of contact for KB has really been on the rise here lately, and a nice day today. Walk, line out, now this double. Anthony Rizzo gets intentionally walked. So chance for a little redemption for Baez, who was punched out all 3 times today. Kyle Hendricks just thrown 62 pitches through 7 innings.
Oh man, that gets the wheels spinning a little bit. There haven't been too many sub 80 pitch complete games lately.
Well, what's a Maddox? A sub 100 complete game, or does it need to be a shutout?
It might need to be a shutout.
You say that like it's an official designation.
In some circles, I guess it is.
Here's my ruling on it. I'm going to say a Maddox is any complete game with less than 100 pitches, and then a complete game shutout less than 100 pitches is a glorified Maddox.
Okay. Well, the official definition, do you want to know?
Well, first of all,
MLB.com?
I need to know the source of the definition.
Well, it's MLB.com. That's pretty official. Quote, a Maddox describes a start in which a pitcher tosses a complete game shutout on fewer than 100 pitches. It was coined by baseball writer Jason Lukehart. Since 1988, first year accurate pitch count data became available. He had 13 such starts.
Greg, did beginning in 1988?
Yeah, that was when they started the most accurate pitch count data. It says Maddox ranks first, so this might have been written while he was still pitching.
Yeah. That's remarkable.
And now that we've thoroughly discussed it, Kyle probably doesn't have a chance at it. That'll get down, and the Cubs will add to their lead. Bryant scores. Baez picks up RBI number 25, and it's 4-0. Nice salvage after the 0-for-3 start with 3 strikeouts for Javi, and it is a Gallagher insurance run.
Yeah, he was having a hard time with Flaherty. Gets a look at a fresh arm here in Gallegos and delivers the RBI single. I don't know if Hendricks needs any more, but he'll certainly take it. Continues to do a lot of good work hitting the ball in that direction.
First and third for Contreras. Swing and a miss. One strike on the Cubs catcher. Here's the pitch. It's 0-2. Rizzo's been on all 4 times. Baez reaching on his first hit of the day, knocking in Bryant. Way high. Almost threw that one off the graphic. Big lead by Javi. And the throw will go to second. He's trying to hang in there for Rizzo. Rizzo takes off, and he is out. Cubs get 1. We go to the 8th. It's 4-0.
just as powerful as the Lexus RX. As many safety features as the RX, the new one.
The Lexus RX has met its match. If they're talking about you, you must be doing something right. Experience the style, craftsmanship, and technology that have made the RX the leading luxury SUV of all time. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Spring is on, so it's time to get started. But first things first, call True Green for a healthy lawn, guaranteed. We'll do the dirty work so you don't have to. Download the True Green app today and make lawn care easy.
This is the dirt bed of the all-new Chevy Silverado.
That is huge.
It offers a built-in 120-volt outlet. Wow. Plug that in for me.
Oh, holy smokes.
And the all-new Silverado has more trim levels than any other pickup.
Oh, wow. There's something for all of us.
It's time to upgrade.
Get 0% financing for 72 months on this all-new Silverado, or get a total value of over $9,000 when you finance with GM Financial.
Kyle Hendricks mowing them down this afternoon. Time for stats with Lowe's. This is fewest pitches per inning in a start this year. Nobody has been under 10 per inning. Hendricks is under 9 through 7.
He's thrown strike one to just about every hitter, and that will get them into swing mode, and then you kind of tease the corners and induce that weak contact.
Front door curveball is inside on Jose Martinez.
A rare first pitch ball. And as predicted, the curveball a little bit more in play here as the game has moved along.
That one caught the outside edge. Kyle with 3 career complete games. Over 100 pitches in all of those games. Sliding catch, Hayward. I think every outfielder has left his feet to make a catch today.
The big fella closes in a hurry. He made a brilliant catch in Seattle the other day. You're right, and all 3 of them coming in. It's just kind of these little soft line drives we've been able to run under.
So just for fun, the fewest pitches Kyle has ever thrown in an 8-inning start is 96. So this is beyond efficient. Well, that's in there for Molina. Molina recently had a 16-game hitting streak. His first hit today.
Cub fans, on night and weekend games, the Cubs offer free remote parking and shuttle services to Wrigley Field. The Cubs free bike check service is located near the Addison Red Line station. Also, Pace Express shuttle bus available from Hillside and Rolling Meadows. All the deets are available at cubs.com/transportation.
Third hit for St. Louis. Long drives this one to deep center. Hayward will get it right on the warning track. Maybe the best hit ball of the day for the Cardinals. And it brings up Bader. You talk often about time of possession. Well, the last 2 games for the Cubs, they've been on offense a lot. 11-0 on Wednesday. The Mariners had 1 hit. And let's see, they had 3 base runners, an error, a single, and a walk. That was it against John Lester and company. Today it's 4-0, and the opposition with just 3 base hits. Called strike 3. And they stand for the professor through 8. He's shutting them out on just 3 hits.
Wendy's Biggie Bag, huh?
It's everything you ever wanted for just $5.
Everything I ever wanted?
That's right. A bacon double stack with a quarter pound of fresh beef, nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $5. Wendy's Biggie Bag is everything you ever wanted.
Lowe's knows you're a DIYer who does spring right, who treats yourself by treating your yard. We do it right too, with the right plans for your region, so you stay a step ahead of spring all season long.
Now save $100 on this Garden Treasures patio set.
Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's.
Hey, we need to conference you in now.
Alan, is that you?
You know who it is. What?
Alan.
Yeah.
Reception.
That's the noise you're making with your mouth.
You need to enunciate. I can't hear you.
I know you can hear me. You owe me.
With XT4 technology, make your escape, whatever it takes. Rise above with XT4 and the uncompromising Cadillac SUVs.
Everyone knows the 5 senses.
But what if we told you?
There's more. An elusive sensation.
Coaxed out only under ideal circumstances.
We can't fully describe it, but you'll know it.
When you feel it.
We call it the ultimate driving machine. Take advantage of exceptional lease and finance offers today.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan with a Cubs studio update. The next episode of the Cubs Talk podcast will include a conversation with Cubs Hall of Famer, the great Fergie Jenkins. Make sure you download and subscribe to the Cubs Talk podcast in the App Store, Stitcher, and on Google Play. You can also listen in the My Teams app. Now we go back to Wrigley. Bring it home, boys. Len and JD. Take it.
4-zip, bottom of the 8th. Chicago's favorite sports trivia show is back for an all-new season. Beer Money, presented by Coors Light. Play along as fans are put to the test for a chance to take home cash. Sunday, 7:30 on NBC Sports Chicago.
Got a note from Jason Lukehart, who created the Maddox stat, as Dominic Leone. The pitch here in the bottom of the 8th. The last Cub pitcher to throw a Maddox was Carlos Zambrano 10 years ago. That is a complete game shutout and fewer than 100 pitches. Kyle Hendricks threw 8, has made 71 pitches. Fly ball to right. Martinez in the corner on the dirt, calls it in.
Leone worked in the ball game last night in Washington. An inning and 2/3 was really sharp. Faced 6 batters, struck out 4 of them. Good run on a 2-seam fastball there. He'll also throw a cutter and a slider.
It was October 1st, 1989 at Riverfront Stadium. Astros lefty Jim Deshaies, a 2-0 complete game win on 4 hits, 92 pitches.
Really?
And most of your complete games were of the 120, 125. You went 136 in a complete game. Actually, it was not a complete game. You went 9 innings. You got a no decision in a 2-1 win in Pittsburgh.
No decision. You got to be kidding me. About a little run support, fellas.
You won 2-1 in 14 innings. Juan Augusto got the win. He went 9-0 at that point.
Yeah, he was a vulture. Johnny August. we used to give him grief because, yeah, he was, I think he ended up 10-2 that year, maybe. And so, you know, relief guys who get a lot of wins, they earn the nickname of vulture from their teammates, especially the starters. And he embraced it. He actually had like a stuffed vulture, you know, doll hanging in his locker.
Zobrist draws the walk. Speaking of walks, Bob walked, went 7 1/3, gave up 1 run in that game. So you guys could reminisce on August 21st of 1988 next time we see the Pirates.
Except for we're both so old now, we don't remember.
Pitch to Schwarber. And Kyle bounces it off his foot.
Fewest pitches ever in a complete game, 58. The pitcher was Red Barrett, pitching for the Braves against the Reds at Crosley Field in 1944. That would have been the Boston Braves.
Fouled off the screen. John Lieber is in the ballpark. And it was May 24th, 2001 here at Wrigley Field. The Cubs shut out the Reds on 1 hit, 3-0. Lieber threw 78 pitches that day.
He could do that, get that sinker going.
Called strike 3 to get Schwarber. Cubs baseball always live with MLB at Bat. Follow the action with game tracking and video highlights along with up-to-the-moment stats, standings, breaking news, and more. Download MLB at Bat today, your #1 app for Cubs baseball. Hayward pops it up to Young and Carpenter over there. It'll be the shortstop. And we go to the 9th. Kyle Hendricks back to work. 4-0.
TripAdvisor named us the best airline in North America because we do everything differently on purpose. For one purpose, you. You're the reason we fly to 100 destinations and why we don't charge you fees to change your flight or check 2 bags. You. Over 134 million of you chose to fly Southwest last year. That's what matters most to us.
Canelo versus Jacobs in the battle for the middleweight world championship. Stream it live only on the DAZN app. It's champion versus champion. Sign up at thezone.com.
Confidence. There's no better feature.
Fusion has it, delivering performance and efficiency. Driver assist technologies to help keep a lookout. And the smart features that put your favorite apps at your fingertips.
That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand.
Get Fusion with all this for about $18,804. That's $6,311 in savings, or 0% financing for 60 months.
We're here in this auto graveyard to demonstrate a remarkable car polish. New Finish, the once-a-year car polish. Simply wipe it on and just wipe it off. It's that easy. And look, New Finish restored a deep, hard shine even to this weather-beaten car. We polished this car with New Finish and ran it through 52 car washes. Even after heavy-duty detergents and powerful scrubbing, the water still beads. So get New Finish.
Available at Advance Auto, Target, Home Depot, Walgreens, AutoZone, Walmart, and other leading stores.
Get ready for an exciting Cubs finish. Brought to you by New Finish Car Polish and the #1 rated scratch remover, Scratch Doctor.
Enjoy live racing and entertainment at beautiful Arlington International Racecourse. Tomorrow, Saturday's Derby Day. Join us for Chicago's biggest Kentucky Derby party. Visit arlingtonpark.com for details and VIP experiences.
StatCast AI by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. We'll take a look at the changes. Zobrist moves to left. Almore enters in center. Hayward slides to right. Dexter Fowler going to hit.
Dexter Fowler with a pinch hit single to start the ninth. Dexter under the weather, but well enough to pinch hit.
Yeah, apparently he was really hurting. Didn't
lost 8 pounds this week.
2 or 3 days, yeah.
Pedro Strop is up just in case. He'll give you a different look. A lot more velocity. You know Joe would love to do everything in his power to let Kyle finish. 4-0 ninth inning. 2-0 to Carpenter.
3 complete games, 2 shutouts for Kyle in his career. His last shutout, August of 2016 against Miami. Now you'd love to get the double play ball here. Carpenter rarely hits it on the ground.
Going to keep Fowler close in order to do that.
And with the shift on and Descalzo out into short right, it'd be difficult to pull off a double play. Maybe a comebacker to the mound. That would play nicely.
In the air. That's one as Baez makes the catch. Now Goldschmidt, his .471 career on base average against the Cubs is the highest all time. His .699 slugging percentage, second best against the Cubs in the live ball era. Mark McGwire slugged .832 versus Cubs pitching. That was a knee buckling curveball to get it started. Another throw to first. Kick, and the 0-1 is hooked foul to left. Well, if he can get that ground ball, hit at somebody on the infield, he could pull a Lieber. Swing and a miss. 2 down. On his 77th pitch, he gets his 26th out.
And opened up the whole kit there to Goldschmidt. The curveball a couple of times, change up inside, induces the pull foul, and then climbs the ladder with the fastball, something we have not seen much of from Kyle here today, but from time to time he'll elevate.
Now DeYoung, who has not been an easy out this year. 2 hitting streaks of at least 11 games. His recent hitting streak snapped yesterday. Fans on their feet, and the 1-0 is inside.
He hasn't had many 2-ball counts today. Certainly not many 2-0, if any. The tempo, the rhythm, nothing changes. The expression doesn't change.
This should do it. Descalzo makes a catch. Cubs win. An 81 pitch complete game shutout for Kyle Hendricks. The Cubs have allowed 5 hits and no runs over the last 2 games, and they're now just a game and a half out of first.
Well, they call him the professor, but it was an artist at work here this afternoon. It was so much fun to watch this guy do his thing. So 2 starts ago, he was dominant against the Diamondbacks. Last time out, he got knocked around, and he put a stop to that here today. This was brilliant stuff from Kyle Hendricks against a very good Cardinal lineup.
And, you know, Kyle is very self-aware. He would probably tell you. And our toast of the game is presented by Binny's Beverage Depot, the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. He would probably use words like awful, terrible in his last start. He's had a couple of those this year, but this was Kyle Hendricks at his absolute best.
Yeah, and you know, we talked about the hard contact last time out. He wasn't hitting his spots, and he's always tinkering, always looking to make adjustments. And the thing about it, you know, it's going to turn around for Hendricks. Some guys, they go from bad to worse because the confidence suffers. They don't trust their ability to kind of make adjustments. For him, it's you know, he's always in that lab, so to speak, tinkering, working with his release point, and just trying to get the feel. And you know, once he gets it, they're not all going to be good, but there's going to be a lot more good than bad.
Let's go down to the field for our On the Diamond interview presented by James & Sons Fine Jewelers.
Thanks a lot, guys. Okay, Kyle, 81 pitches, a complete game shutout against one of the best offenses in the game right now. How were you able to navigate that lineup and make it look so easy?
You know, yeah, that's a really good lineup over there. It definitely wasn't easy, but they were just super aggressive from the start. So Willie and I did a really good job of recognizing that. I made a lot of good pitches early in the game, especially early in the count. Got away from me a little bit, honestly, like 7th or 8th, a couple hard hit balls, but got right back into it. Willie and I were just on the same page. A couple of awesome plays behind me today and full run support, so it's a good day all around.
You were kind of chuckling as we headed over here saying, man, I needed that one. It has been a bit of an up and down start to the season. What was different about today?
Yeah, just going pitch to pitch. I think it was a good mental approach for me. Willie and I were both locked in on the game plan. We felt good about it going in, so just simplified, you know, try to make good pitches. I made a lot more good pitches today. But again, I got to keep rolling with that and keep working on what I've been working on.
You already mentioned the guys behind you today. Who would you like to brag about? Because I feel like every single guy, it seemed like, made a big play behind you.
Seriously, I mean, Riz swinging the bat, number one, but then Javi, KB on the left side, a couple awesome plays. Jay Hay in center, Schwartz even in left, Zoe even at right. Almost everybody made a good play for me. So, you know, that's when I'm rolling, when balls are in play. And I always rely on those guys. Well,
Kyle, it was certainly fun to watch for all these fans. I know they've let you hear it, but enjoy this one. Head on in there. We appreciate it.
Thanks,
guys, James & Sons Fine Jewelers has made a $250 donation to the Mercy Home for Boys and Girls, courtesy of Kyle Hendricks' interview. Thank you.
Great work, Kelly. And just like we promised, it's time for the Miller Lite Hold True moment. We promise it's coming. As Kyle Hendricks on pitch number 81.
Yep, and we talk about weak contact when he's on his game, and that's what he got there. Just a little lazy pop-up to end the ball game.
We're back here Monday on NBC Sports Chicago Plus as the Cubs open a 4-game series against the Miami Marlins. 6:30 for our pregame coverage. For JD, for Kelly, and our entire NBC Sports Chicago crew. Here at Wrigley, Len Casper with your final score. Cubs 4, Cardinals nothing. Stay tuned. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois postgame live is next. And as always, follow additional coverage on the My Teams app.
Man, if this team could get even decent starting pitching, that might be dangerous. Wow! Kyle Hendricks was sensational today. Pitch count never an issue. Joe just let him ride. Yeah. I mean, you can't throw the ball better than that guy did, and he's living proof today against a team with tied for the most wins in baseball. This wasn't, everyone goes, oh, that's the Marlins or that's the Orioles. That guy showed you don't have to pitch at 98. You just make pitches and you can win.
Exactly, and he used their aggressiveness against them. They were attacking that first pitch, and he was making quality for first pitches. He was ahead of every hitter, it seemed like, and he just got a lot of contact on the ground. He let the guys behind him play good defense, and they were making plays for him all game long.
There you go. So we'll talk about how good Kyle Hendricks was. We'll show you the big highlight from Anthony Rizzo. Cubs postgame live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois, is next.
Looking to make your SUV's blind spots less blind? Well, look no further than the Hyundai Tucson with available blind spot collision warning. It sees things you might not and alerts you to avoid a collision. Knock, knock. The Tucson, one of Hyundai's 10 IIHS top safety picks. The longer you look, the more there is to like.
Right now, you can lease the Hyundai Tucson for just $189 a month. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
This is the story of John Smith. Not this John Smith. Or this John Smith. Or any of the other hundreds of John Smiths that are Humana Medicare Advantage members. No, it's this John Smith, who we paired with a Humana team member to help address his own specific health needs. At Humana, we take a personal approach to your health to provide care that's just as unique as you are, no matter what your name is.
Gangs are forming to liberate tacos from Tuesday. Whatever gang you roll with, it's time to fight for tacos any night. Get Taco Bell party packs delivered to your gang.
I like chillaxin'. The United Explorer card makes things easy. Traveling lighter. Taking a shortcut. Woo! Taking a breather. Rewarded.
Learn more at theexplorercard.com.
And Doug.
Look, Limu, a civilian buying a new car. Let's go.
Limu's right. Liberty Mutual could save you money by customizing your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Oh, yeah, I've been a customer for years.
Huh.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
This
is Fred. He's dancing like nobody's watching. And because all of the devices on Fred's Wi-Fi network are protected with Xfinity XFi, literally nobody's watching. Except the millions of you, of course.
Wait, millions of people are watching?
Yeah, we're making a commercial.
If it's connected, it's protected with Xfinity XFi. Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Ask about download speed up to 400 megabits per second, or even faster, up to a gig. Learn more and get started for $30 a month for a year. Switch today.
Cubs baseball on NBC Sports Chicago is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity. Stay connected to your team with Xfinity, the official internet provider for the Chicago Cubs. And by Wintrust, home of the Cubs checking. Visit wintrust.com/Cubs to open today. This is Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois.
Rizzo in the air, towering fly to right. And if it's fair, it'll go. It is! A 3-run homer. Cubs take advantage of the back-to-back walks, and Rizzo takes Flaherty deep.
Well, you throw the ball inner half on Anthony Rizzo when he's right, when he keeps his hips closed, he doesn't fly open. Man, that guy is just danger. And he ends up hitting a 3-run bomb. That's the game-winning hit. 4-0 your final. 4, 6, and 0. A whole lot better than 0, 4, and 0. Kyle Hendricks weaved a web of mastery. He's 2-4 now. Flaherty takes the loss. Cubs win. And welcome to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois with David DeJesus. I'm David Kaplan. Okay, 81 pitches is the fewest for a 9-inning complete game since Aaron Cook threw 81, June 29, 2012. It is the first complete game shutout for Kyle Hendricks since August 1, 2016, when he shut down the Miami Marlins at Wrigley. This, with the Cardinals there and the whole specter of, boy, the Cardinals are a great team. I don't know, maybe they're the best team in the division. To come in and start the series that way, awesome.
That's a statement game, and Kyle Hendricks looks like he found some things. He had some things to correct, especially in the first inning where it's been trouble for him to get going early. He is after that first at batter, he struck Carpenter out. The next, I think, 21 or 22 batters hit the ball on the ground, a lot of soft contact. He let the players play behind him. He was just fully in control. And when you're pounding the zone with two plus pitches, it's tough for a hitter.
Yeah, no question. Sure. And then, as Joe said before the game, he said there's a few things he's got to be better on. Instead of trying to make the ball dive, just throw the ball. And on top of all of it, he was sitting 86, 87. We were eating lunch watching, and the fastball was upper half, but 86, 87, and then boom, 78.
Exactly.
It's tough to figure it out. You're like, I'm out in front of it.
And then with the movement that he has, the natural fastball movement, the
two-seam run, four-seam.
He was on top of his
As you like to call it, a rise ball.
Rise.
All right, let's look at our Gerber Collision and Glass play of the game. It's pretty easy. Anthony Rizzo gives him a key performer win. 2 men on in the third inning. Jack Flaherty, who's really, really good. Oof, not on that pitch. 94, inner half, belt high. Stay fair, baby. See you later. 3-0, and the game is over. That's number 199 of his great Cubs career. 198th, though, as a Cub, I should say. 199th of his big league career.
Nice. What a swing right there. Just kept his hips in, just let that bat explode right there. Boom. Stays on it, stays through it. And that's, if he was around the ball, that's hooking foul. But he's staying inside of the ball. That stays true, fair down the line. And that was the hit of the game because Flaherty was actually pitching really good. That slider was sharp. He was throwing that fastball by guys, but he got into trouble. He walked a guy, a base hit, and then a big bomb. That was a big part in the game right
Yeah, big momentum boost. All of a sudden, you're like, whew.
Yeah.
And the way Hendricks is throwing, turned out that was enough. Time now for the BioFreeze Player Performance, the official external pain relief of the Chicago Cubs. Who else would this be? That guy right there. 3 of the best words in baseball. Complete game shutout. 3rd of his career. First, as I said a few minutes ago, since August 1, 2016 against the Marlins at Wrigley. He got great defense behind him as well.
Oh, definitely. Soft contact, off. He was just putting it inside, outside, mixing different levels, and the guys behind him were ready to make plays. And when he's at his best, he's getting everybody involved. He's quick. His tempo was there. And I see that's what Quintana, when Quintana's going good, that's that tempo is rolling. And you saw it today. He got it, he pitched, he wasn't thinking about throwing, he was just pitching.
You know, I also thought he really did a good job keeping Goldschmidt from being able to just get a really good swing on him. Even Molina there, a little out in front of the ball, beats it into the ground. It's an easy out.
Exactly, and all game long, they were swinging early, and he would just use that to their advantage. He would throw that changeup, start mixing that changeup. He didn't throw his curveball a lot because he had such good command of his just that two-seamer and changeup. And you see this all game long, just out in front. As a hitter, you saw the ball good. It's just a comfortable 0 for 4 game today, and he was just on top of his game.
Yeah, I mean, there he gets Goldschmidt, and it's 87, but at the top of the zone where he's thinking, am I getting that change?
Yeah, exactly.
Am I getting the two-seam run back? Oh, God.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, I mean, that's just a spectacular outing. 81 pitches, and look at his ratio. 63 strikes out of 81 pitches. So, look at that. First 5 starts, 5 innings today in terms of how things go in the first inning. 5 runs. Today, he just rolls through it.
He went through it, and he was just attacking on attack mode. He was just efficient. I think that's the word that I would come up with if I saw his game. He was just efficient, throwing pitches where he wanted to, and he looks like hopefully this is that step where it can just really start going off for him.
Okay, I remember watching Greg Maddux shut the Cubs down when he was pitching for the Braves. It was like 70 pitches. It took like an hour to play the game. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it was close.
Yeah.
And then I remember John Lieber in a Cubs uniform doing it, I think, to the Pirates, if I remember correctly, but it was like the 2000 season. He was ridiculous as well. This is as good a pitch game as I've watched in a long time.
For sure.
Well pitched.
For sure.
All right, Hendricks got plenty of help from his defense. Time for our James & Sons Fine Jewelers Fielding Gem. We could go Javi Baez. We could go Rizzo over at first. We could go Hayward in center. We're going to go with Baez. Okay, there's the shift on. Descalso's almost next to him. Look at this spinning play. And the throw right on the money.
I mean, this guy he always has a play. One play every game that just amazes you. And like Hayward says, you have to watch him. You have to be there or watch on TV the special plays
Look
that
at
he
Hendricks.
makes.
I go, whoa.
Yeah, exactly. He just brings it every day. And there's always something Javi's doing that'll wow you each and every game.
And that's why whether Addison Russell is back on this team or not, I've made my thoughts clear. 100%. There's no shot he's displacing that guy from shortstop. No shot. Baez wasn't the only one helping out behind Kyle Hendricks. Ben Zobrist made a nice catch in right field on Marcell Ozuna in the 4th. This is a tough ball. You've been out there.
Yeah, especially the screaming liner that's sinking towards the line. He came in, and the smart play is to catch it to the side of you where you can watch it all the way in your glove. As you see, that he made it a little harder where he caught it right in front of him. You can lose the depth of the ball. And I think this is Chris Bryant's one right here. Man, they just came to play for him all game long.
Yeah, but this is a hell of a play by Bryant, but then the throw is off target. He sees, I got to gun this over there. And Riz finds a way, the big guy, to make a play. And then this is a really nice play by Hayward.
Like I'm talking about, staying to the side, watching it, getting your glove down to the ground, watching it into your glove. That's how you play center field.
And then bounces his glove off the ground, but squeezes it so the ball doesn't pop out.
Yep.
So
they came to play behind.
This was a team victory today. Hendricks and Rizzo are your stars, but it's a team victory. They were outstanding. Let's take a look at the winning box score, and this one belongs to the Chicago Cubs. Daniel Descalso did score a run and got a walk. Bryant had a double, scored 2. Riz, a huge day, 3 for 3, 3 RBIs, the 8th home run. Javi Baez had a knock and drove in an RBI. Contreras had a knock. Zobrist, Schwarber, Hayward, and Hendricks, nothing, but you did have 2 walks for Kyle Schwarber. He continues to improve his on-base percentage. All right, time to hear from Joe Madden Brought to you by Comcast Business. Built for business.
Joe, complete games with 81 pitches, they just don't grow on trees. They're almost extinct.
I walked into Tewksbury on the way, and I thought Bobby might have had one of those along the way. Yeah, it just doesn't happen. Their game plan obviously was to swing early, and he didn't walk anybody. That was the big thing. No walks. We caught the ball. KB had a really nice game at third base, too. Jason in center field, a couple plays. Descalso, Javi to his left. We played our defense, which we got to do. We pitched and played our defense like we needed to. Kyle was wonderful. But then Rizzo took some really good swing. I know it was a homer, but I mean, just from a technical perspective, what a great swing that was to keep. Normally that ball's going to hook. He kept it straight. That doesn't happen all the time. So a lot of good stuff there.
Outings like that by a starting pitcher can really do a lot to it.
Of course. Well, it rested the bullpen. It was one absolute. Had Stropey. We had Ryan and Cishek throw a little bit in the 8th, just a dab, and then Stropey a little bit in the 9th, just in case. 2 guys on. But we continually get good pitching. Johnny just pitched well. Cole did a nice job. But that is the contagious part of this game that I love when we become afflicted, and that is just good starting pitching, and everything revolves around that. But again, like I said, I loved some of the at-bats. Our pitchers were good too. Now, don't get Flaherty. Don't be deceived. What an athlete. He's wonderful too. So it was a great game. We came out on top today, but we played well enough, and we deserved to win today.
Was Kyle's key today more fastball command, or was it the breaking stuff that was finding his spots right away?
Yeah, it was a little bit. He was really dotting the fastball nicely. There's good movement with the fastball. Then he broke out the curveball, which really, when he adds another pitch to his mix, that makes this is going this way, and all of a sudden the changeup goes the other way. So it becomes more difficult. Is the way his fastball reacts, and now he's going to. The 69 to 70 mile an hour curveball can really mess with the hitter's head, and he was very accurate with it also. So that was a big part of today.
He wasn't shy about being disappointed with his April. For him to start May this way, what can that do for him just moving forward?
Of course, yeah, he was not happy, and I think what you saw today was an aggressive approach. He attacked the zone. He made him put the ball in play. There was no walks. There were better counts, and that's who he is. When he gets in those good counts, and then he can really go to work on the edges, that's when he's very good.
How difficult is it for other teams to prepare for your starting pitchers because they're so different?
Yeah, they are different. We do stack lefties together, but all the lefties are different. You're going to see you tomorrow different than Kyle today. It's a really strong starting 5. I mean, there's a lot of veteranship in there, but they're in wonderful shape, and they compete. They all compete, and that's the thing. That's all I want is when the guy goes out there and competes. That's what you're looking for from the dugout. I'd love to think that U's going to gain some even more momentum from watching this game today. But our group as a whole, veterans, and they compete.
Talk about everything being contagious, with other guys. But when the team's playing like this, I think you guys are 15-5 right now. Do you feel that coming in every day that no matter what, you're going to find a way to win?
Yeah, they're pretty sharp. Our guys are pretty sharp mentally right now. That's really what's controlling all this. The game begins. We got a nice edge about us in the dugout, and it's all starts in the head and the mind. And then we go out there, and there's a believability that something good's going to happen, like you're talking about right now. I totally agree with that. There's a feel. It's analytically speaking, it's hard to describe, and you cannot put numbers on it. It's a feel, and it exists. There's another dimension out there, brother. And right now, when you're playing in that other dimension, everybody feels it, and you got to ride it as long as you can.
When a pitcher is able to identify that hitters are being aggressive in early counts, what's the key to sort of taking advantage of that, especially as you're turning the lineup over?
For me, that would be to locate. I mean, if they know you're going to throw a fastball, throw it where you want. And because if you know what you want to do, and if you get it in on certain guys, you're going to swing and hit it weakly. And if you dot up away, they either get it off the end or take it. You know that stuff. So when you got an aggressive group, if you can dot up, throw that ball where you want to, you're going to get a lot of quick outs, which he did. I mean, that's why I love the fastball. Guys that really command their fastball are the guys that are able to get quick outs and pitch more deeply into the game with lower pitch counts because they know what they're doing with their fastball.
You're one game better in the one loss record than each of the last 2 seasons through 29. But
really?
Do you feel
better through 29 about this team than you did about the last two?
Well, the way the season started, it was just awkward, and I've talked about it. Our pitching was just off. But I do like we're just talking about the method on a daily basis is really, really sharp and really focused, and that's what I'm really appreciating. Do I feel better? There's a good. It's a good vibe out there. I mean, and again, it's hard to describe unless you're in a dugout. You guys walk around the clubhouse, you see the guys and how they interact. So that's the intangible component of being a winner, that you believe something good's going to happen on that day, and when it's not going well, you believe something bad or poorly is going to happen on that day. So, but you gotta earn that moment. It just doesn't happen. Cool. Thanks.
All right, there you go. Joe Madden with some interesting thoughts, and Kyle Hendricks not happy with his April. Certainly turned things around in a big way here in the beginning part of May. Same for Anthony Rizzo, who actually a year ago, April 30th, I did a radio interview. I go, Riz, how you doing? He goes, how am I doing? I'm hitting 149. How do you think I'm doing? I just can't wait for the calendar to flip. And from May 1 on, he hit 303, had a really solid year. Yeah. He's way ahead of that pace. And Hendricks was awesome.
I mean, way ahead of that pace because he's just locking in. And it's something with that warm weather. It's something with just getting that April over, getting over the hump, and knowing that there's a lot of good things ahead for him.
And hopefully a lot warmer weather. All right, time for a break here on Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. The ComEd Energy Efficiency Program offers incentives and free services to help local governments and school districts save money and energy. Find out how ComEd can help your community use energy more efficiently by visiting ComEd.com/public sector. We will hear from Kyle Hendricks next.
Cubs Postgame Live is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
This wasn't supposed to happen. If anyone finds this footage, we tried our best. 3 of us made it out. Jeremy is still inside. There he is. He's okay.
What happened to you? How'd you make it out?
I just gave them what they asked for.
Your soul?
Nah, this is all they wanted. They're running a stress test on me right now. Better get back inside.
Full moon.
At Domino's, we love pizza as much as you do. That's why we're giving you Piece of the Pie rewards points for eating any pizza from anywhere.
Pizza from here?
Yep.
How about from here?
That's right.
Homemade pizza?
I guess.
Homemade pizza?
That's a little better.
New York style. Deep dish.
Any pizza.
Download the Domino's app, scan any pizza, and you could earn 10 Piece of the Pie rewards points toward free Domino's. That means double points when you scan medium 2-topping Domino's pizzas, just $5.99 each when you order 2 or more.
Free shipping, even on furniture, with Prime.
I'm all about living joyfully. The United Explorer card hooks me up. Getting more for getting away. Traveling lighter. Getting settled. Rewarded.
Learn more at theexplorercard.com. For a great, reliable used vehicle, need to come visit the pre-owned lot at Mike Anderson Chevrolet.
It's so easy and hassle-free, you can purchase one today.
It all starts with selection, in stock, on sale every day.
And they've all undergone a rigorous set of inspections.
And our financing rocks. We have hundreds of ways to help you drive home right now.
So come on in. You're in the driver's seat, and we've got you covered.
Visit Mike Anderson Chevrolet in Merrillville off I-65 and 61st Avenue.
Mike Anderson Chevrolet, the Chevy Giants.
Visit us today.
I'm Ryan Sandberg. I started losing my hair about 10 years ago. I saw Restore on billboards. Brian Urlacher, of course, made me feel like this is something I really wanted to do. Look at this old dude here. I was very excited about the Restore method. There's no pain, there's no stitches. Having hair takes me back to my younger years. I'm Ryan Sandberg, and I chose Restore.
Call 800-260-6262 now for your free consultation and get a $500 discount. That's 800-260-6262.
Cubs fans, show your team pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card. David DeJesus bought lunch with his today. Only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC. All right, let's take a look at our pitching recap. Kyle Hendricks was ridiculous. Complete game, 4-hit shutout. He struck out 3, didn't walk a man. Pitch count, now look at that ratio. You like to be around 60 to 65% strikes. So your normal start, 100 pitches, 60 to 65 of them are strikes. He threw 63 out of 81.
That's almost over 75% fastballs, and you knew it was fastball changeup combination. He didn't trick these hitters. He was just really dominant with putting it where he wanted to. And look at Goldschmidt. He was overmatched today. A guy that loves hitting against a Cubs, a fastball pitcher throwing 87. It shows you that you put it where you want it, and you have the confidence to locate things. You can be good. Doesn't matter about velocity.
You know, it's funny. I sat down with Greg Maddux one day when he was still pitching here, and we talked pitching for a good 45 minutes, and golf and whatever else he wanted to talk. And he said, let me just tell you something. Any kid growing up that throws a curveball before they're like 16, 17 years old is dumb. That's how you hurt yourself. He said, learn how to add and subtract on velocity. Fastball, location, command your fastball, use a changeup, your arm will get stronger, and you'll be a better pitcher. You'll learn how to pitch.
That's 100%. I love that fact because that's coming from a Hall of Famer. Nowadays, everyone's all about this radar gun. I want to see 100.
Yeah, he said, if he was a second-round pick, he goes, if I'm getting drafted today, he goes, there's no shot I'm going in the second round because I'm throwing 86 in high school. Yes, I'm a good pitcher. He goes, I'm way down the draft boards.
Exactly.
Which is unfortunate.
I know, that's the way it is.
Hendricks, the same type of guy.
Exactly.
All right, this was the fewest pitches by a Cub in a complete game shutout since May 24, my mom's birthday, 2001. John Lieber, I told you, I thought it was the Pirates. It's the Reds. 78 pitches. Cubs won that game 4-3. Kyle Hendricks talking to reporters at Wrigley. Why don't we listen in right now?
Kyle, are you available tomorrow?
For sure. You know, felt a little bit like a bullpen, but no, that was just got a little lucky today, honestly. I think I made a lot of good pitches early, got out of it a little bit, some hard hit balls that guys made hell of a plays on, and some that were just hit right at guys. So I got away with a few, but overall, the focus on just making a good pitch was a lot better today for me.
Did you look up at the board to see your pitch count at the 7th, 8th inning or anything like that?
A few of the times I looked up and I noticed it was just really low. I didn't know what the exact number was, but I knew it was low. And Willie and I did a really good job of recognizing how aggressive they were early, even to start the game. So once we made good pitches within the first 2 of the at-bat, they kind of kept being aggressive, and we just were able to take advantage of it.
Were you thinking, could I do this under 80 in the ninth?
Not exactly. No, like I said, I was trying to keep my focus, just make a good pitch. I've been kind of bad, especially the last one. I did a terrible job at that, the mental approach. So just tried to stay in my approach, stay on pitch to pitch, and Willie and I just did a good job today.
Last 2 really have been off the chart. Just home cooking, or?
Not exactly. I think those 2 games, I just had a good mental approach and made more good pitches. The one before this, I just made a lot of bad pitches. That's what happens. So still, my fastball command can get better than it was today because, like I said, I got away with a few that guys made really good plays on for me. So, yeah, it's just back to work and hopefully string a couple together now.
Kyle, Joe just said that there's a good vibe, and obviously there is when your guys are winning anyway, but he says you guys can feel it in the clubhouse. Can you feel that vibe?
100%. Yeah, it's an awesome vibe right now, especially from the lineup. We're just grinding guys out, grinding out at-bats, and everything is pitch to pitch from the plate and from the mound with every guy right now. So, yeah, we're in a good spot mentally, and we're just trying to, like you said, take it day by day.
Kyle, how important was it for you to get the call on the replay review there with the fielder's choice?
Yeah, that was a big one. I thought it was close play, but again, that's something I'm not trying to really take count of. I'm focused on what I'm doing, make good pitch after good pitch, and I did a lot better job of that today. I think that's why the results were what they were.
There's some sort of an epiphany that you had, in between your worst start and your best start, or at least a realization, a determination, something that you brought in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just the mental approach. Again, it was just I was working pitch to pitch. One thought, just make a good pitch. I was convicted to every call we made. Willie and I had a good game plan going in, And it was just that. I stuck with my mental approach the whole time instead of abandoning it like in the last game.
Was that missing? You're saying that was missing last game?
For sure. Last game, yeah, bad. I just... You don't know. If I knew, you'd be able to flip it right back and you'd have it. But yeah, the one before this, I just bad mental approach in between pitches, not convicted to a pitch call, and just made bad pitches because of it. Today, focus on the glove, commit to the pitch, and make a good pitch. And that was it.
The combination of you and Wilson, and it seems like over the last few years he's gotten quieter and lower and just more in sync with the staff. Mm-hmm. Do you see that, or do you feel that?
Yeah, he knows all of us so well by now, and he's been giving us a great look behind the plate. A great target, great glove, and the way he's been calling games. I think when you know each other so well, it goes for everyone on this staff that you're able to just work quickly. So once you get in a rhythm, you don't really get out of it because you know what you want to throw and he knows what you want to throw, and makes a big difference for sure.
You heard of this statistic, the Maddox?
Yeah, I have. Under 100 pitches for sure. Yeah, definitely heard of it. Yeah.
Something that you want to...
lucky I got one. I think every time I go out there, I'm trying to get early contact and get early outs. And when it happens to go this way, you can say, look, I did it. But, a little lucky too. Like I said, there's some hard hit balls early in the count that were just right at guys. Those could have been hits. So, no, that's always the focus, get quick outs, and it just happened to work out today.
You talked about the mental approach, Kyle, to put kind of that April that was so up and down behind you and have this today. How much does that help mentally?
Mm-hmm. That's where it all starts, having an aggressive mindset, but also simplified, just making good pitches. So it's something I got to keep working on. Again, I got to string a couple together. So the focus is on coming in tomorrow and making sure I have good catch and get the routine going and get ready for the next one.
You talk about the mental approach, but did you do anything different? Did you look at video? Did you not look at video? Or what did you do preparing for this?
No, nothing different in my routine. We've been working on the side. We've been trying to implement a few things, pitch into hitters, and we've talked about my pregame routine, pitch into a few hitters, so I'm kind of ready and more aggressive going into the first inning. And we're still working on all those same things. So like I said, today it just kind of came to fruition, but just got to stick with what I've been doing and hopefully more of these to come.
You're so egoless about this, the idea that you're saying a lot of balls will hit hard. So you probably feel you can do better than this.
Definitely, yeah. There have been better games where I've probably given up more hits, maybe a couple runs. Today, just got lucky on a few. Yeah, you have to be honest about that. It's good self-evaluation. So the fastball command is one part that can still get better, and that's where I got to focus starting tomorrow again.
But you don't mind knowing you're going to be honest when you first ever shut out video?
Not at all. I'll take the result for sure. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah.
Was there a point when you felt specifically locked in today, or was it just from the start?
Yeah, from the start. I think it started with the mental approach. Like I said, it was in the bullpen. It was working pitch to pitch. I faced a couple hitters down there. Went out for the first inning and just made good pitch after good pitch, and Willie was able to keep me locked in like that.
You were talking just a week or so ago about how these complete games are a rarity nowadays. Is that you appreciate it more that you were able to get one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'll appreciate it for sure at the end of the day. But like you said, the lessons I'll take from this is just the early contact I was able to get and how I was able to stay in that mental approach kind of the whole way through. So that's just something I need to sustain going forward.
Kyle, when you recognize they're being aggressive early, how do you counteract that and then also kind of keep them in that mode to take advantage?
Yeah, it starts with my fastball. My fastball was working really good. So they were swinging at a few first pitches. Once we got a lead, I know they started taking a lot of first pitches. So it's maintaining that aggressiveness, getting strike one no matter what, and then trying to get 2 or 3 pitch outs, not trying to put guys away with 5 pitches. If you get strike one, try and get contact on the second one, and that's where the mindset was today.
Thank you.
Yep, thanks, guys.
All right, there you go, Kyle Hendricks. On this day, 10 years ago, Cubs retired the number 31 in honor of Hall of Famers Greg Maddux. Boy, he put some weight on. And Fergie Jenkins, Keto Kid. Fergie makes an appearance on the latest edition of our Cubs Talk podcast. You can listen on the My Teams app or download and subscribe via Google Stitcher, the App Store, wherever you get your podcast. Luke Stuckmeyer does an amazing job with that thing. All right, let's get back to our discussion from the pregame show, and I was all over my guy here. Okay, it's not just about bat flips, but you keep saying, it's a beautiful game, just enjoy the game, you don't need the bat. You got to understand something. Today's kids, the young generation that we're trying to expose to the sport, they like a little more panache, a little more flair and style and sizzle. And when Tim Anderson bat flips, gives that little hop, or when Sammy Sosa hopped out of the batter's box, those things get people interested.
Cap, did you see Hendricks today?
I did.
That's what teammates want. They want a guy that's going to go out there and dominate. Right? And would you see Hendricks do a bat flip? Would you see Hendricks pump his fist after a strikeout? If it's late in the game, yes, I don't. If it's a big pitch, yes. But it's more respect is to a guy like Kyle Hendricks going out there and doing his job. I don't know why are we still talking about this? This is already put to death.
Because you're speaking as a 13-year major leaguer.
Exactly.
I'm asking you to look at it from a perspective of how do we get the younger generation? All the evidence says they're not watching as much as we did as kids.
Exactly. And what can you do? Bat flips now is the way to do it.
It's not only bat flips.
What else is there? Let's hear.
It's allowing guys. Why in the NFL did they finally say, you know what? Go ahead and celebrate. And it became huge. The players loved it. The fans loved it. And all their data is, wow, people actually had a good time with that.
I don't know. I've heard there's other numbers to say that there's some of the guys that really don't like it. The players.
But I don't care about the players.
You don't care about the players. I forgot.
In terms of trying to market the sport.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
It's about baseball being slow. I know it's slow. I get that.
And I love baseball. It's my favorite sport.
But people have to understand that sometimes we start trying to tinker with stuff. Just let the game be the game.
But let the game be in the game. Young kids are not paying attention as much. So we've got to make sure that they go, wow, it's cool to do that. You know, Steph Curry hits a three and he's doing all this. You don't see the other team that on the inbounds hit him in the head with the basketball.
You can't compare basketball and football to baseball. It's just different speeds. And you have to understand that.
Baseball has to come out of the dark ages.
I get what you're saying. I get it. But at the end of the day, that's not the way to do it. I feel that that's not the way to do it. It could be post-game interviews. Let's get some more in-depth ways, other than bat flips and things like that, to find out more about the players. There's got to be ways around it. Not just, here, let's just be crazy on the field. Come on, kid. Come on, kid.
All right. We'll get your thoughts. You can shoot us a tweet. We'll be right back. Cubs Post Game Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Anthony Rizzo, 3-run homer today. He talks to reporters next. And if you want Cubs coverage on the go, download the My Teams app by NBC Sports. Latest stories, podcasts, interviews, and highlights, all available on your phone. Download the My Teams app today.
Wait, Xfinity lets me choose from crazy fast internet speeds and pick the types of channels I want?
Yep, now you can customize your own package.
This is the best day of my life.
Oh boy.
I mean, this is the fourth best day of my life.
Get more of what you want and less of what you don't.
Nailed it.
You think so?
Yep. Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Xfinity Now lets you customize your own package and save. Learn more or get started with this special offer for $45 a month for 12 months. Switch today.
I'm Ken Jacobus, and I switched to the Spark Cash Card from Capital One. I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. And last year, I earned $36,000 in cash back, which I used to offer health insurance to my employees. What's in your wallet?
I was driving home through torrential rain when my car was swept into a flash flood.
Why Carrie chose Verizon.
I scrambled up this really big tree, and I knew my wife wouldn't know what was going to happen to me. So I video chat her, and I said, yeah, I'm up in a tree. After about 5 hours and a lot of phone calls with emergency services, they sent a helicopter, picked me up to safety. This network, that giant tree, saved my life.
The network more people rely on gives you more. Like unlimited with Apple Music always included. And one of our best phones when you buy another. That's Verizon.
Technology should be simple. Simple to connect with, easy to talk to.
Hey, BMW, where can I park?
and a joy to drive. Don't be driven by technology, drive it. The all-new BMW 3 Series. Lease the all-new 2019 BMW 3 Series.
These days, travel can feel like you're in a battle scene. But at Hertz, we've rewritten the script with, spoiler alert, no suspense, no surprises, and definitely no shocks. When it comes to drama, let's leave that to the Avengers. Hertz, we're here to get you there. Marvel Studios' Avengers Endgame, in theaters April 26th.
University of Chicago Medicine is advancing the forefront of health every day with breakthroughs in immunotherapy to fight aggressive cancers, leading-edge treatments to prevent a major cause of stroke, and game-changing orthopedics for elite athletes and the rest of us, too. We're bringing research to reality and making the extraordinary possible so you can experience advanced care in everything we do. Welcome to the forefront.
All right, let's recap our keys today. Brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Goldie Locks. You locked him down today.
Big time. He was just putting his fastball where he wanted to. He was elevating that four-seamer, and then he kept everything inside, jammed him all game long. So that was huge to hold Goldie down. And the second thing was first things first. Is getting that first pitch strike. And we talked about the first inning. He was able to handle it today, and getting that first pitch strike all game long led to him being successful throughout the whole game.
All right, there you go. Anthony Rizzo cracked his 5th home run in his last 12 games. Let's head into the clubhouse in our Miller Game Report.
It's fun to watch. It's definitely fun to watch, fun to play around.
It makes the defense go easier, too, when the pitcher's pitching like that.
Yeah, I mean, guys, we made some good plays today. Some good diving plays outfield. KB made some nice plays, Javi. So when we play defense like that, pitch like that, we know that that's the formula.
What about yourself? The first hit was quintessential what people are talking about these days. Have a two-strike approach, go the other way. It seemed like your head was there all the way through.
Yeah, I mean, being able to stay back and do that is nice. It tells me myself I'm not trying to do too much up there. So, and then got to put a good swing on the ball. Kind of got it through the wind there, which is nice, and gave Kyle that lead and let him just work his magic.
Are you surprised more people don't have it, or is it something that people really have to work a lot on to develop?